Welcome to the TSG Multimedia video podcast for January 1st, 2015. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
This is John standing with
Dan.
As usual. And if this looks a little familiar, it's because it is. This is the N-scale switchback that we made for the Roaring Camp Railroads video a number of years back.
Yeah, Shays in the Redwoods.
Yeah. And we did a podcast like this a few months ago about resurrecting this little diorama and then running a train on it. Well, what happened, Dan? I guess...
the guy who wanted us to do this, to make the little video for him, decided that he wanted to refilm it with a different train on it. So, that's what we're doing.
So, he sent a better one this time.
Yeah, hopefully this train will actually make it up the hill.
Yeah, if you remember last time we were trying to run it and it was just spinning its wheels.
Yeah.
So we're going to take this down again and I guess spruce it up again and film the switchback with a different train again.
Right.
So the idea here is we're going to film it outside in direct sunlight, and hopefully that'll make for pretty good results too.
Yeah.
So I guess we need to clean this thing up, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, it's a little dusty, but I don't know if it'll really show that much.
Yeah. Most of the same stuff that you put on last time is still there, so...
Yeah, I'll have to touch up the ballast and a few things, but...
Don't notice any new cracks in the rock face.
No,
so
that looks pretty alright.
That's
I think
good.
we can leave that alone.
I'm always impressed, though. I mean, we put this together so fast, but
yeah.
you do such a good job. Look at how realistic the rocks look. It's
Yeah, it really
cool.
was kind of quick and dirty, too.
Yeah.
I mean, if I already keep thinking every time I see this thing that if I had it to do over again, I would have built it a little different.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's here now. So.
It serves the purpose, right?
It does, yeah. I'm just touching up some ballast because there's some cracks have developed in this little layout. And some of the, I'm just using some of the ballast to hide it.
That happened last time, too,
It did, and the reason why I'm having to do it again is because I didn't glue it down last time because I didn't think we were going to be using this again anytime soon. And also I didn't want to get it wet because we wanted to film it that day. And I'm basically doing the same thing today. I'm just putting it on loose and I'll just leave it. I just want to try to have it look good for the camera. So, a little bit different than how you do it if it was a more permanent layout. But it's not. So, for now, I'll just do this. So I forgot my track cleaning abrasive thing. So what I did was I got a little scrap of cardboard and folded it in half, and I'm just soaking it with some rubbing alcohol. And it actually seems to be working fairly well. So it's kind of a little impromptu track cleaning device. I don't know if it's as good as the abrasive block, but it's better than not cleaning anything.
Well, it looks to me like the rail's getting very shiny, so I think it's working really well.
Yeah, I mean, I think the paper has enough abrasiveness in it, and then with the alcohol, as a little cleaning solution, it actually is working pretty well.
Well, good. I mean, it's actually fairly clean to begin with from last time. I'm a little surprised at how clean it looks.
Well, last time it had been up here. See, it is doing something, you can tell.
Yeah.
Last time it had been up there for years. This time it's only been maybe 2 or 3 months.
If you look very carefully, you will see a house cat sleeping in the vast plains of his prairie, also known as my backyard.
Yeah. This is the obligatory YouTube cat picture.
Oh, yeah, because people like cat videos, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is a cat video.
This is a grass mat by Woodland Scenics that because there's no foreground on the module itself, so we actually have some videotapes, old VCR tapes under here to bring the level up. And this is actually the roll here. It's still on the roll, most of this. I just bought this at the hobby shop this morning. I just unrolled it and pushed it up as close as I could to the edge of the module, and then I set the little station on it, and then I just kind of randomly threw some Woodland Scenics foliage clumps and grass
That's just foam, right?
It's just that ground foam stuff, yeah. It wouldn't look good as a part of a regular layout, but I think for filming what we're doing, it works pretty well. If you're really, really paying attention and you saw the last podcast, you might notice that the chimneys on the station are different now. That's because it was damaged in transit when the person who owns it sent it back to us, and one of the original chimneys got lost, so I had to scrounge in my N-scale spares box and find a couple of chimneys that I could use and paint them and put them on it.
It seems nicely weathered too, actually, the chimneys do.
Yeah, I used my... I painted them white first. We'd shown this on another podcast too, this technique, but I painted it white.
We actually had 2 podcasts about bricks.
Right, and then I dry brushed it with a brick color, and then I used some black weathering powder on top of that,
right,
to give it a city look. So I think it turned out pretty well for something I did real quick.
So we started trying to film this and found that the locomotive is very jerky to start.
Yeah, so I'm on the Digitrax website with my iPad here, looking at the manual for the Zephyr that I have, because I'm not used to programming with the Zephyr. Even though I have Digitrax, I usually use the hand controllers for programming. So I'm trying to figure out how to just change the momentum CVs real quick here.
Here we are. Finally everything got fixed up and it's all working, so I thought I'd follow this thing up the switchback while we sign out of the podcast.
Yeah, well, not quite yet, because I have a little surprise.
Oh, we have a surprise.
Yeah.
What's this? When do we get the surprise?
After we're finished filming this one, we can do the surprise.
Okay, so luckily this person who asked us to do this for him sent a better model this time.
Yeah, this is a Bachmann 460.
That's a Spectrum?
Yeah. So it's a much better engine than the other one.
Well, let's get that bad boy rolling. Let's see how it looks. You like that? I'm trying to be cool. It's a bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it runs so much better than the other one. And it's a lot quieter, too, we noticed.
Yeah. And it can even make it up the hill.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
You remember last time I had to get out my Amtraks, the Cato Amtrak P42s to show how this thing really works. So one other thing that we had to do a little differently this time was it would only fit 2 cars on the tail tracks.
Yeah, because this is a longer engine.
Yeah, with the tender, I would guess this is probably 50% longer than the other one. Maybe twice as long. We don't have the other one here, so I can't say for sure, but
it's definitely bigger.
Yeah. So we're following it up on its trip, right? Just like it would.
Yep.
Throw the upper switch.
This is the surprise. Yeah, well,
this is a 2-truck Shay?
Yeah, it's an Atlas N-scale 2-truck Shay, and I realized we built this thing originally for the Shays in the Redwoods video, but I've never actually filmed it with a Shay on it. So.
Oh, you mean the layout? So it is coming full circle now.
It is. So finally, so what is it? 7 years later, or whatever it is.
Finally putting a Shay on it.
Finally putting a Shay on it. So here we go.
We're looking at this side because it has the little
more
gear
interesting
things.
stuff. Yeah. The other side of the Shay is not as interesting looking.
Well, that alone would have made for a boring video, right?
And
if
it
had the of course. Should I follow it up or?
Well, if I can get it. Unfortunately, I haven't cleaned this thing, so I don't know if there it goes.
Oh, now it's working. I'll try to get it close up here. That is an interesting side for sure.
Yeah. Oops. I think it's stalled on the unpowered switch frog there.
I keep looking at it thinking that there's a guy in there, but it's just a wire.
Oh.
See, this could have pushed another car because there's enough space here at the end of the tail track.
Probably, yeah. That's okay. This was just for my own amusement, mostly.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
That's good. I like surprises. As long as they're cool. This is a pretty cool surprise. It's quiet, too.
Mm-hmm.
Who makes this one?
Atlas.
Oh, you just said that. Alright, well, I guess that'll do it for this video podcast. Make sure you catch us next month. And, of course, our audio podcast comes out on the 15th. And Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks.